Hi guys, welcome to today's quick tutorial on how to use the Canon 70D. Firstly, make sure to set the resolution of your video quality. If you take a look here, you could pick between low compression and high compression, and this refers to how much the video you take on your camera is being compressed, and hence if you choose to shoot on high compression, your videos may turn out at a lower quality compared to shooting on a low compression setting. Also, make sure to shoot your videos at 1920x1080 pixels and your frame rate at either 24, 25 or 30 frames per second. Also, before shooting a video, check your audio level and make sure it stays near the yellow range, and also ensure it doesn't get too loud and turn red, or else your audio wouldn't sound as great. Make sure to check your white balance, and depending on where you're shooting at, you could use these presets to help get the correct white balance or your ideal coloring of the video you're shooting for. You could also just leave it on auto white balance and let the camera do the work, but it may not always turn out the best. Moving on, let's take a look at the shutter speed. The shutter speed refers to how quick your camera is capturing a frame. So if you set your camera shutter speed at 1/30 of a second and film a fast moving object, you may get a blurry motion, or if you set your shutter speed to something higher, then you'll be able to capture more frames of a moving object. Playing your camera aperture is important. When you set your aperture to a higher f-stop, it affects your exposure and becomes darker as lesser light enters the lens, and also focuses the image of your subject and the background altogether. But when you increase your aperture and set it to a low f-stop, your camera focuses on only the subject and gives a nice background blur. ISO is like your camera's inbuilt lighting system. When you increase your ISO, the brighter your footage becomes. However, it also becomes more grainy as ISO digitally brightens or darkens your image. You can also choose to simply set it to auto ISO. However, there may be times where you need to manually set it to get what's ideal. At the side of the body of your camera lens, you can also see that there are two switches. AF refers to autofocus and MF refers to manual focus. The stabilizer helps stabilize your footage more, so just leave it on. So when you have your camera autofocus on, it will focus the object that is nearest and closest to the center of your camera. To get certain shots where your subject isn't in the center of frame, you could change your setting to manual focus and manually focus onto your subject.